Okay. So hola guys, how you doing? Hope you're having a great week. Today I want to talk about my favorite Soothe 2 uses and presets. Soothe 2 is a really great plugin because it saves you tons of time. And you gotta be careful because it can leave your song lifeless with no dynamics, flat. Not good. So let me show you what I've discovered so far. This will be my favorite uses and presets for Soothe 2. Check it out. Number 1, when your hats and cymbals are too loud. Check this example. I loaded Soothe 2 on my drum track, and this is how my hats look like. Has it ever happened to you that you don't have a way to mix your hats, or you just have a sample that includes kick, snare, and hats all together, and you don't find a way to reduce the presence of the hats? Well, this is it. You load the hi-hat remover preset on Soothe 2, and it's gonna come like this. The only thing you have to do is adjust the depth wheel, make sure you're happy with the result. Don't go too hard with it. Don't try to get into this, because you're gonna hear artifacts and the hats are gonna lose their natural sound. It's not good. Let me show you how this works. Let's go. Okay, so number 2, when you have a synth or a pad that also contains, apart from chords, notes, melodies that are usually in this region of the spectrum from 2K to 8K, let's say. You have all the fatness, the body of the chord, probably in this region from 500 to 2K. You also have these notes that are resonant, are loud, and for some reason they're popping out like way too much. This is how you control it. You load the harsh synth preset on Soothe 2 on the pad track, and you play with the depth wheel. It's one of those things that I don't think people talk about it too much, but these notes, this region of the spectrum cannot really be louder than this. So when you hear everything at the same level, you have to do lots of EQing and stuff during mixing and mastering. But if you want to save yourself some time and make this way easier and faster, and by the end of the session having to do just minimal adjustments when mixing, this is it. Just play with the depth wheel, try to find those notes, and you're gonna notice how Soothe 2 is working on the attack, reducing the attack of these notes a little bit. The intention is for these notes to be a bit less prominent, let's say. If you're going for clarity, this is a great preset. Just be careful of going too hard on it, on the depth, because the more you do it, the more inconsistent these notes become, and you don't want a song with inconsistent melodies or choppy melodies, right? So let me show you how this works. Okay, so this is a good one. Number 3, guitar de-spike. It always happens with guitars, right? We record guitars in different ways, and one way or another, you always get that little metallic sound There's always something about the guitar that makes it difficult to record and mix. If you like to reduce the metallic resonance that comes with the guitar strings, one way or another, maybe you don't even have to do this way too much. It's up to you. But that's why this was created, I believe. The guitar despike preset. You load it on your guitar track, and as you play with the depth wheel, you'll start noticing how these resonances just go away. So let me show you how this works. One thing to notice is that this plugin, this preset in particular, will change the sound of your guitar a little bit. The tone will change. It's gonna get a bit darker because you're removing those metallic resonances. Be careful because this might affect the way you mix your guitar by the time you're finishing your project. Okay, this is one that I recently found. Number 4, melodic bass control. If you happen to be that type of bass player that likes to go melodic with the bass, lots of live notes, going across the 3 different octaves, this is good for you. What melodic bass control does is working on the attack of the bass notes that usually clash, are in conflict with the kick. If you're having problems with your kick not being loud enough or constantly being masked because the bass, you want a loud bass and a loud kick, and you're struggling to find balance between the two, you can add this one to the bass and you're gonna notice a difference. Let me show you. Okay, and finally, number 5, my favorite one, my favorite preset, and the one I discovered, very first one I discovered that I felt like, wow, and it made me feel good, made me feel like, oh, I think I understand what Sooth 2 trying to do, balance the Grammy Awards. My favorite preset, number 5, which should be number 1, but whatever. What this does is basically help you achieve balance. You're gonna find this in the master folder of Sooth 2. Everything's divided by folders here in the presets. Very cool. Basically, you can see how this is mimicking the perfect mix curve. Not many people talk about it in videos, I don't know why, but this is the perfect mix curve. These guys know this is mixing. This is what you're trying to achieve, or many people try to achieve. So as we turn this knob, the depth, as we turn it, we're gonna see activity, we're gonna see some compression. Don't go too hard on this because this is supposed to go on your master track. And I would place this at the very beginning, like far left or the top, but depending on what DAW you're using. Just place it in the very beginning so you see what's going on with your mix. If you see any crazy spikes here, like many crazy spikes that are like way louder than others, then you have to worry about your mix. You have to go back to your project and fix, the individual track that's causing you trouble. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this preset. They just got it right. Yeah, it's gonna bring balance. It's not gonna mix for you. So let me show you how it works. Okay guys, so this is everything for now. Sooth 2, one of my favorite plugins. I really like it. It helps you a lot with mixing, figuring out issues on your mix, making things sound better. If your arrangement is a little bit unpredictable, if your recording is inconsistent, if you have chords and melodies and on one same track, if that happens to you often and you don't know how to balance those and everything sounding inconsistent, Sooth 2 is great because it's reading everything that's happening through the track and compressing specific frequencies, attenuating. In the end, it's helping you achieve loudness by pushing down resonances. It's very smart. Just remember, you don't have to use it too hard. Don't go crazy with that depth knob, or else your mix is gonna sound lifeless, flat, boring, weird, empty. You just saw it, like you saw what happened to my mix with the balance to the Grammy Awards preset. If you go crazy and you pretend, okay, this is gonna save me, it can save you time, but not. You still have to do your job, right? So, do you have any favorite presets? If you discover anything cool there in Sooth 2, let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Always check in. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.